Chicago police are looking for this man in connection with the murder of one of their own. Officer Luis Huesca was shot and killed on Sunday. He had just gotten off duty. He was still in his uniform. Huesca's vehicle was stolen and later abandoned in an alley. Police released some surveillance video of a person of interest in the case wearing two different outfits inside convenience stores near where the murder happened. They are offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in this case. Huesca is remembered by his family and colleagues as a great officer and a great human being. He would have turned 31 years old this week. Eddie Johnson is the former superintendent with Chicago PD, here with us now to talk more about this case and in a moment the impact losing an officer like this has on the department now and moving forward. Let's begin with the details of what we know. Anything more you can share about the search for this person of interest after this surveillance video made headlines?
Well, I know that they're having some success in tracking this guy down, so hopefully that'll come to pass maybe in the next day or so. But it's always a difficult thing when something like this occurs.
Does it appear to you, based on what has been shared publicly, that this was a carjacking attempt?
Yeah, that's, from everything that I've heard and seen, it does appear that it's a carjacking. They took his vehicle and took his weapon also. So, yeah, it does appear that's what the motive was.
One person they're searching for, a person of interest. May there be more? What have you heard?
Well, yeah, right now they're absolutely searching for one, but there could possibly be one more person involved in it. So we'll just have to let the investigation play out and see what it unfolds. I
mentioned that the officer was still in uniform, off duty at the time. Was it a squad car or was it his personal vehicle that was taken?
Yeah, it was his personal vehicle. And Marni, let me just remind you, this is the second time in probably less than a year that this has occurred to an officer from that particular district. Last year, Ariana Preston was murdered in a similar fashion during a robbery as she was returning home from her shift in front of her house, just like Officer Huesca. So it's a difficult thing for the department to process.
And as I understand it, anytime an officer dies is tragic. They are determining now that this was not in the line of duty. How might that impact the officer's family moving forward?
Well, if they determine it's not in the line of duty, then, of course, the family won't receive the benefits that they normally would with a line of duty death, such as, if a Chicago police officer is murdered in the line of duty, his family receives a year's salary from that particular officer, as well as federal and state funds will be given to that family. So financially, it's pretty devastating.
Yeah, it's important to them that they receive what they need to move forward through this tragedy. What more do you know about this particular officer I mentioned a moment ago? He would have turned 31 this week.
Yeah, well, my wife actually works over there in that district, and she said that he was a great officer, real friendly guy, dedicated to the job, wanted to do the right thing and make the community safer. So, it's always difficult to lose people like that. Anytime you have loss of life in the city, it's a tragic thing. But when it's an officer, especially returning home from keeping the city that he loves safe, it's really difficult.
Can you speak to the violent carjackings? We live in Chicago. We broadcast out of Chicago. It's on the minds as we head out day to day to work, to school, wherever we're going. How bad has this problem gotten?
Yeah, it's worse now than it has been over the last several years. But what I would tell people is make sure wherever you're going, especially at night, pay attention to your surroundings. We have a lot of victims of carjackings that are on their cell phones, listening to music. They have earbuds in their ears so they don't hear the sounds coming around. So I just think it's important that we continue to send that message to stay vigilant and pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, no matter where you are, time of day, who you're with, to keep your head on a swivel. The challenges for the department when investigating the loss of one of their own and trying to bring this person who did it into custody. What are some of the things that those folks are dealing with right now?
So, with any homicide, but it's especially when a police officer is murdered, you're going to do a lot of canvassing of that area. You'll go as far out as you have to from the crime scene, tracking down videos. So there is a lot of footwork being done right now. They're going to knock on every door within a certain radius of the scene, and again, tracking down the video. But the thing that's most difficult is getting people to tell you what they saw or heard.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.